Hey there gamers, welcome back to the Board Game Co channel. It's Professor Meg here, and today we have an unboxing of Clank Legacy 2. For those of you that know me, you know I have been waiting ever since I finished Clank Legacy 1 for this exact moment. I am so excited. So before we get into it, as the title may have mentioned, as my shirt may have indicated, I am a Clank Legacy fanatic, and I am now playing Clank Legacy 2. Now, slight spoiler, I actually got to demo this a bit ago, back at Gamma, but I am now going to be able to play through a full game of Clank Legacy 2, but I can't do it until I unbox it. Now, the thing I will say, for those of you that don't know a whole bunch about this game, this is a Legacy game, and I will not be opening any of the Legacy components. So I am going to open it, I'm going to see what's inside, and we are going to stop whenever the components tell us to stop here. So there is a slight spoiler for what will be in this box. However, there shouldn't be any more of a spoiler than when you first start the game, if that makes sense. So with that, we're going to open up Clank Legacy 2 by Acquisitions Incorporated. Now, I don't have a knife. I do have this tiny little screwdriver, so we're just gonna hope that this gets us through all of our needs for this video, as well as, I guess, any future needs I may have for this screwdriver, because I may need it in the future. I hope it just always does its job. You know, so far, so good. But that being said, I do have also some backer bonus stuff here next to me. I'm actually going to move this box away now so that it's out of the way. Ah! I'm not going to tell you guys what I just knocked over, but it wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best idea on my part. Okay, anyway, I'm so excited. Let's open this up. So here we have the box, and right away when you open it up, for those of you that don't know, if you don't, oh my gosh, you guys, I opened the box, there's immediately this. So I'm thinking that there's going to be some sort of tracking here. This is what I mean by spoilers. So when I open the box, I see that. I see that right away. But I don't know what that means. So I am telling you guys things that I'm noticing, but I'm not giving spoilers. But this is pretty cool that there's like, I think we're going to be tracking things in here, which interests me. Okay. Continuing forthwith. Congratulations on your new franchise. As I'm sure you know, I am Omen Dren, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. I'm not going to read this entire letter to us, but just know that you get this cute letter. But this is a good time for me to explain to you what this game is. So for those of you that know Clank, or if you don't, Clank is a deck building game where you are deck building and then using that to do different actions, such as moving around, and you're trying to not put too much Clank, which are these little cubes, into a bag, which will be drawn because that's your health. So it's a competitive game where players are all up against each other trying to get in, get down below to gather different treasures and things like that that are worth victory points at the end of the game while continuing to deck build and to get out. Now, a Legacy game is going to be a game where you change things as you go. So if you know what Clank is, but not Legacy, a Legacy game, we're going to be putting stickers, we're going to be adding cards, destroying cards, removing things. We're going to change the entire world as we know it every single game. Acquisitions Incorporated are some pretty funny guys that make supplemental content for D&D. So if you do play D&D, they make some pretty cool and quirky, funny content, and they are quite cheeky. So they have made the Legacy version of this where you are playing through as these different employees of Acquisitions Incorporated, and that's where a lot of the flavor comes from. So that's kind of the entire world as we know it, and that's that. So read this page before looking at anything else in the box. Oh no. I know this channel might be a little notorious for ignoring that kind of thing, so we're gonna be right back. Alright guys, having read this and also having played Clank Legacy, I feel safe for us to continue diving in. However, I was warned that there will be certain envelopes in here that I am not going to open. You're not going to see anything about it, but it did warn me not to venture forward if I so thought I could. So here now looking in the box, this is the rulebook that you get, and I will show you this backside because all of these rules that are currently showing are classic rules for Clank. So there are different abilities that will will happen, but you can see where there are areas for stickers where rules will change. So here we have market items, and right now we have a pickaxe which we are able to purchase, but I can anticipate that we will be able to purchase other things in the future. So this kind of gives you an idea of the legacy element and what you may be able to unlock without actually giving you any spoilers or anything like that. Now, moving forward, here we have our track, which tracks the clank that comes out and your different health. So this is just a board that comes for this game. And then moving forward, here we have our punch boards. You got your coins and all your basic things. Now, anything that, again, isn't in the basic rules will be in an envelope. So any punch boards that are secret are not exposed right here. So this is anything that you can expect to play with on that very first playthrough. So there's some of our punch boards. Here you have your mission reports. Now, I will hide this because that even shows you some things about the missions. Slight spoiler, but this is where you will log who wins and who loses and what shall happen. So that's very important and fun. And here we have our board. So I'm going to switch to this camera just because it's pretty big, and I'm going to anticipate that it's double-sided. It is so beautiful. But I want to show this kind of from far away because it is something that's going to change throughout the game, and you should only really see the first side for the first game and not really see the other side till you flip the board. So I am just going to show it from far away, but here you can see the Clank board and the other side, which is secret, but not secret. Like, you obviously know it's there even when you're setting up for the first game, because how could you unfold it without noticing that? But I wonder how many people I just made nervous doing that. But yeah, that is the board that you are playing with. Then here, slight spoiler, but again, there's nothing that I'm going to open inside, but it says Book of Secrets. I do wonder if it's taped closed. Ooh, it's not taped closed, so that's a little naughty. You could open it up if you wanted to, but I am not going to. It says secrets, so I'm not going to open it. Now, here you have the 4 different roles that are going to be able to be chosen for the game, which is super exciting. So we have the ambitious, the defiant, the haunted, and the vengeful. What am I gonna pick? Because which one of those is not me? I honestly... which one am I gonna pick? Because they're all me. I will probably pick the ambitious. She's cute, she has this axe, but honestly, every single one of these is just a different part of my personalities. So these are the little books that come with your characters with things that you're going to mark. This is something that I'm, again, not going to show too much, but you can see that you get your own personal journal where you'll be able to name your character. There's different things that you can see that will happen on the back, and I'm just gonna quickly flip through. This is a slight, again, skip forward the next 10 seconds. I'm just going to flip through. I'm not even going to look because I want to be surprised. So looking through, oh, so it's not too bad. Okay, a little bit of writing. I barely looked at all. But I think I'm going to take her, so I think it's fine. Now again, here's the secrets. So here's a sticker sheet where you won't open until you're told to need certain stickers. So they're all just going to live in here as a little secret inside of the box until you need it. And the same thing with tokens. So here's a token envelope for you to have when you are instructed to do so. Now here's the meat and potatoes of the game, which again, these ones are not a spoiler. Here's your cloth bag, which is embroidered with the Clank dragon. Speaking of, I guess we'll address the elephant in the room. Yes, my shirt is Clank. I made this myself. It says meet me at the Cardporium, which I will explain next in a second, but this is a Clank shirt that I made myself when I played through the first game, which I loved so much, and the back of it says Clank Legacy 2022 from when I played through it, so there you go. So this is the bag where all of the different cubes will be dropped in for when you are drawing them. And then on top of that here, you have the 4 different player boxes. So depending on who you play as, you'll take your character box. So here's one just to show you, which I assume will have your starting deck. This is classic deck building, so you'll have a deck of a set number of 10 cards that you start with where everyone has similar ones. There may be a slight adjustment because this is a legacy game where your role will start changing what you're doing, I assume. But apart from that, you'll start building out your own personal decks, which will change throughout the game. And here you can see the miniatures that go with them, as well as a miniature marker for the dragon, which will also move along the board. So there's all of our character pieces and the different character tokens that you'll have in here. But the Cardporium, which I'm assuming is this one here, we do have 2 boxes. I'm going to assume, oh, I don't know. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I assume this one's the trash. It might be, but there's stuff in it, and it's locked up and scary. It looks Bowser-ish. So this is locked up and scary, and I assume this is not the Cardporium. This must be our Cardporium. Now, the Cardporium is going to be what you are accessing throughout the game and how you are augmenting it. When different things happen, it'll say, draw a card, whatever, from the Cardporium and do it, place it here, give it to this person, do these certain things, but all of your cards are going to be triggered from the Cardporium, and that is my favorite job. So I'm hoping that when I play this through, I'm the person in charge of the Cardporium, and if you need anything, you can just ask, because I am the Hermione of the group, and I love keeping things neat and organized, and I love the Cardporium. Alright, so looking through, I do think, I don't know, this has stuff in it too. I was gonna say maybe this is the trash box for the things that you discard, but again, this has stuff in it, so I don't know what that is. This is our filing cabinet. So this is empty, and I only know it's the filing cabinet from the first game, which we also had from being an employee of Acquisitions Incorporated, but different cards are also going to be put into the filing cabinet. So on top of that, there is some cards here, and I'm just going to anticipate that these are the base deck of the game, where you have the standard deck that you are playing with, that you'll start the first game with, that you are playing through, and then some cards you'll be adding to your own personal cards, but you will also be adding cards from the Cardporium into this general deck, which will affect the game after every choice that you've made. So, you guys, it's just such a fun time that you're going to play through. It is competitive, where everyone's going to be earning different reasons to make different choices throughout the game. I'm just trying to stick this in here for now. I think this was over here. Here we go. But everyone's going to have different opportunities to make different choices throughout the game that is going to affect everything. And it's going to be such a whirlwind. There are going to be things in this that I don't even know about. The thing is, you guys, everything that I'm talking about is things that I know about. It's things that I know to anticipate. And the things that I don't know, I don't even know it. I don't know. I'm so excited to play this. Just such good memories. Okay, everything fit in except I didn't put the cloth bag in, which I think can probably just fit fine on top. But before we go, we also have the bonus box. And honestly, the bonus box has something better in it than what was in the regular box. So let's go. This is the Becker bonus box. And inside, first things first, I'm just gonna let the cat out of the box. There is a cat. Now, for those of you that know Clank Legacy 1, you might have an idea of why there is a cat in this box. I have an idea of why I think that they are here with us and what might happen because of it, but there is a cat that is here for us to have around. And then also, there is some additional cards. Now, I'm actually not sure exactly what these additional cards are, but there are extra cards that are in here for us to add to the game. There's going to be a certain coloring tag system where I don't want to get too into it. That's going to be spoiler territory, but I'm very excited with the changes that they made for the customization between the first version of this and Clank Legacy 2. It's just going to be more in-depth and detailed. For anyone who has enjoyed Clank Legacy 1, I highly suggest, recommend checking this out. So here's another little tracker for your health. So we have that regular board that you saw, but this is a bigger one, which I assume is easier for all players to see and make a bit more central. So here's another board as well. And then inside, I also have another pack of cards. Now, I'm not sure exactly where these came from, if they're from this box or from something else, because it fell out. These were found loose around, so I'm not sure exactly where they came from, but here are some also extra cards for the game, but I'm not opening any of them because they're secrets. But we also have some coins here. Now, there's something a little bit controversial, you guys, about this game that I think Alex Radcliffe of Board Game Co. is not going to like. I think I'm a little worried about it because I'm going to love this game, and I hope it doesn't get in the way. But there are certain things that you are going to scratch off. I'm not sure exactly the extent to it because I don't really know. I don't want to say anything because I don't know, but I know there are scratch offs. So there is a coin. I assume that these are a coin for each of the different players. No, they're Jim Dark Magic coins. So again, that's a Acquisitions Incorporated thing on Omindran. So these are coins that you get in this box, but these are for the scratch off aspect. So we'll see how that goes, but these are pretty cute and fun. I'm definitely taking a Jim Dark Magic one myself. And then finally in the box at the bottom, we have I can drop the box now. we have a sticker sheet. So there's a sticker sheet after that we were able to have, but I'm not going to look at it too much because I already saw a cat on it, and now I don't want to look too much into it. Because for those of you that know Clank Legacy 1, I was thinking one thing, but it could be that maybe you get a pet. Maybe you get a pet in this one. This I have no knowledge of. I have no knowledge, so sue me if I'm giving you a spoiler and I don't actually know about it, but maybe everyone gets a pet? We'll see. Check out the review whenever this game is done. But this has been an unboxing of Clank Legacy 2 by Acquisitions Incorporated. I'm Professor Meg, and I will be sure to let you guys know how I'm liking this game. So if you'd like to know, you can find me on Instagram. I think the link will be down below. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.